Hello everybody, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. I made the decision finally. Yes, we are starting Necrom today. But I'm not going to start it with an Arcanist. I'm going to start it with my main, which is the source. So we'll be on the 1-bar source. I don't really want to start it on the Arcanist because this will finish off nicely the storyline that we'll be going through with the source. Otherwise I'd have to do it again on him, and so get it out of the way once and for all. It will load in eventually, I do believe. I did create an Arcanist. He's level 5, I think. A bit like that. Whether I like it or not, so we shall continue on a 1-bar, no pet source. Where's Isabel? Oh, there she is. I wonder what was going on then. Right, heavy items, 158 of 205 are okay. Journal, quests.
Think twice before you cross me.
Fate's proxy, Apocrypha. It is in. Let us head over there. Torvani Peninsula. Off we go. I'm hoping that this story will be as good as Deadlands. I wasn't really struck on the last one by a song. Didn't grab me like it did Deadlands. I thought that was a great story. So I'm hoping this will be as good as Deadlands.
Fate has noticed your talent for altering destiny. Reality hangs in the balance, as does the future of Apocrypha and Nirn. Hence I bring a message from Hermaeus Mora, the one who knows. Mora offers you a purpose, an aspiration dark and heavy.
Purpose? What purpose?
We are bound together by a common danger. Enemies of Hermaeus Mora threaten his realm of oblivion, and in so doing pose a threat to the mortal world as well. Therefore Mora sent me to meet you here and secure your cooperation.
What sort of cooperation would that be?
Only a mortal proxy can deal with a threat and save both Apocrypha and Nirn. The fates of both realms are linked, and you are the key to preserving reality. Without you, everything unravels. Help avert this disaster and Mora will reward you.
Where do we start?
The one who knows instructed me to give you this. A condensate of planar potentialities.
A what?
You will not understand. It is ink. Take it to the Ulvano cistern, a ruin near the city. Pour the ink into the water and your path will become clear.
Who are you again?
I am Laramil, sometimes called the Wise, although that is not a sobriquet I care for. I seek to comprehend the emergent truths elicited by the... never mind that. I am a scholar. A century ago, I struck a bargain with Hermaeus Mora.
So you serve Hermaeus Mora?
I do not worship him, if that is your question.
Oh.
The Prince of Knowledge is an ally and patron. Mora provides me with access to rare and esoteric lore. In return, I undertake various tasks for him. A mutually beneficial arrangement.
What do you know about these enemies that threaten Apocrypha?
They seem to be servants of other Daedric princes, rivals to the one who knows. The threads of fate that converge in this region should reveal more. That is the hope, at least. And
Just
we
clean him
are not
glasses.
dealing with just simple cultists. There are others.
As you notice there, I can read it, but it's very blurred. Right. Bit better. Others. What others?
Someone sent the Dusksaber Company to seize relics belonging to Hermaeus Mora from their hiding places in Tamriel. Elite vampire mercenaries commonly employed by Telvanni mages. I expected the cultists. The Dusksabers were an unwelcome surprise.
What were they looking for?
Glyphics. Think of them as crystallized memories. Condensations of notional... I explain too much. I managed to protect Mora's glyphics, with some help. But our adversaries once again move against us.
Okay. Where do we need to go then? Go to the owner's cistern. Over now. Yeah.
You there! You look like a capable forager.
You look like a what?
Help? Can we talk?
No. Main story. Don't get sidetracked, Nick. Main story, we can always come back and do all these side stories. Go and get that while we're here. What is that?
Let's do this together.
What was it? That's a cliff striding. It looked unusual the way it was sat up there.
You there!
No.
You look like a capable forager.
Oh, it's him again. Have I gone completely the wrong way here? Right, we'll get this other way shrine that we're near. Then I'll turn around. Right, grab this. Was I not supposed to come across this bridge?
You look like a capable forager. I need some help.
Pretty strange. Oh, I see. It is over there.
Step forth, mortal. Know that you stand in the presence of her Miss Mora. We must
You?
converse. Laramil has done well, and brought fate's chosen into my
Yeah.
unrelenting gaze. All other outcomes are now excluded. From this moment, fate's ever-branching tree begins to grow again. And with it, new possibilities emerge.
Okay, what are we talking about?
It concerns beginnings and endings, secrets too dangerous to reveal, and the stability of the threads of fate. Hidden rivals threaten my realm, and thereby threaten all of reality. If they succeed, fate will unravel and doom both our worlds.
Laramil calls you the one who knows. How can your rivals hide from you?
I am the golden eye of fate, and the keeper of whispers. Knowledge and memory are my domains. How this threat eludes me, I do not know. But you are the key to preserving Apocrypha. I have foreseen it, and in doing so, you shall save the mortal realm.
So, how do we go about saving Apocrypha and Nern?
Let Laramil guide you, as she can perceive the threads of fate without undue mental anguish. They converge in 3 locations, places of revelation. Meet her in the Necrom bindery, in the mortal city of the same name. Now, let us seal our covenant.
Seal our covenant how?
The 3 glyphics before you contain the concepts necessary to create a contract to bind us. I submit to this as a promise of cooperation. You may serve as my proxy without fear of harming your own interests. Now, take the glyphics. Combine them.
Okay. Contract.
Fate takes many paths, mortal. Find Laramil
Meet Laramil the Wise in Necrom.
wisely.
Seems to be a lot of
Oh, nice.
gathering in this zone. Which I'm not too upset about, but it will slow me down. Because I do like to pick up these things. Where then steps lead. Shall we go and have a look? Set of steps that seem to lead nowhere. Where do they lead? Nowhere! Oh. Okay. Set of steps that look like lead nowhere and do lead nowhere. Right. So that's Necrom there, is it? Let's go there. And I do believe there's 2 new companions here as well. I've not looked where they are though, so we will have to wait and come across them by accident. I've not done any research for this at all. Necrom. Okay, looks like we've got 3 to choose from. Get the waypoint first.
Welcome to my safe house, Prox. Meeting Hermaeus Mora represents a rare honor. The one who knows materializes in a delimited projection. He chooses to manifest before few mortals. The threads upon which reality dangles are precarious indeed. What did Mora impart to you?
He said, you guide me.
And so I shall. The one who knows traced 3 crucial events to this area. Investigate each, and he believes we can expose the conspirators moving against Apocrypha. We may even stop them before the ultimate threat takes shape.
Okay. What do I need to do with these 3 locations?
I do not know. I was only presented with what was required to bring you to the right place at the right moment. You must determine why fate needs you in each location, then take the appropriate action.
You know where and when, but not what I need to do.
Many possible futures branch from every mortal choice. If we know the consequences of our choices, it changes the outcome. Therefore, Hermaeus Mora tells us only what he must. As fate's chosen, the rest is up to you.
Okay.
The threads of fate lead to 3 locations in this region. The necropolis of Necrom, the old tower of Telrendis, and the town of Alavelis. I shall open a portal to each, investigate them, and return here to the Necrom bindery when you are done.
Okay.
Your choice must be your own, Proxy. Hermaeus Mora was clear about that.
Right, well, we start from the left and work to the right.
Raid before you. Which will you pick?
A Necrom Necropolis. Start with that one.
How can we honor our ancestors if the necropolis is closed?
The abbot ordered the closure for your own good, citizen. Curate Gedane, make sure no one enters.
Prelate? Oh, of course. No one enters the necropolis.
The necropolis is closed? Who ever heard of such a thing?
Something about this doesn't feel right. Sorry, friend, but the necropolis is closed today. And by order of the abbot, it seems. We've never turned away the families of the dead before, but If the rumors about illness are true, plague isn't something to be treated lightly.
Illness?
When Prelate Forum and his aides arrived, my fellow Keepers of the Dead were plagued with a strange malady. I was away when the disease struck, and I haven't been allowed back inside since. The Prelate said the Abbot ordered the closure.
Sounds like you don't trust the prelate.
Prelate Forum arrived from the temple, and suddenly my fellow monks fell ill. We were never notified of a visit, and besides, Forum isn't our usual prelate. Never even heard of him. If you can help, I can make sure you're compensated.
Okay. It's prelate then, not prelate. I can look into the prelate forum.
Fate must have led you here, friend. Prelate Forum arrived aboard the Stormwing. If you can find out where they boarded the ship, it might tell us something. Talk to the portmaster at the harbour, while I deal with any pilgrims that come by.
Okay, we're not going through all that. Well, excuse me. Thank you.
Here we go.
Why has he still got the circular here?
Think you can steal right in front of me? You can't.
Can we go in there? No. Okay. We'll go to the docks.
Where's that lay about Randus? Absent again? Not now, stranger. My assistant never showed up for work today, and I've got my hands full directing cargo bound for both land and sea.
The passengers from Stormwing may have brought a plague to Necrom.
Plague? That's not a word to toss around lightly. What proof do you have?
None. Acropolis has been closed because the monks there have fallen ill.
Look, illness is a part of life when you work with the dead. I'm surprised the Keepers of the Dead aren't sick more often. Plague can be serious, but I need more than your word to shut down the port or quarantine the city.
If you let me investigate the Stormwing, I can find proof we need.
Sorry, I can't let you wander around unattended on a ship under my watch. And since my assistant Randus never showed up for work today, I have no one available to escort you. Without Port Agent Randus or more substantial proof, I can't help you.
Persuade?
No, I wouldn't want that. All right. If you're careful and don't touch anything, you can go aboard and take a look around. But if you find anything to verify your claim, I want you to bring it to me immediately.
Indeed. Take it that's the ship there, the only one in the harbour.
What's going on with the Stormwing? Nobody wants to go near that ship.
Good question. I hear it's full of skeevers, and it arrived with a prelate from the temple.
Interesting. No one's gone near it since the temple priests disembarked. Not even around.
Probably cultists of some sort. That's my guess, anyway.
You don't think the ship is haunted, do you? Haunted and cursed?
Till we know what's going on, I'm giving that ship a wide berth.
Supreme Plague Master. Well, that sounds like a plague. Okay. The whole key. Okay, looks a bit iffy.
Side by side.
What's going on here then?
Let's go.
What's going on with the Stormwing? Nobody wants to go near that ship.
Good question. I hear it's full of skeevers, and it arrived with a prelate from the temple.
Where's she gone?
No one's gone near it since the temple priests.
Even with all of the Ebonheart Pact gathered, a spy managed to slip through and poison the king. Is this alliance that weak?
Think the ship is haunted, do you? Haunted and cursed?
Until we know what's going on, I'm giving that ship a wide berth.
Spare a coin? Your ancestor won't use it anyway.
Dark Elves think the tribunal is our only choice, but that's not true.
You're back. I was worried maybe you abandoned me. If I have to turn away one more family... Did you learn anything at the Stormwing about a sickness or a plague? And did the temple really send Prelate Forum to the necropolis?
Prelate Forum is an impostor who's leader of the hidden kindred cult and a follower of the Periite.
An impostor?
See?
Let me see what you found. I knew there was something wrong the moment I saw the prelate. I suppose I should call him Blightcrown. What kind of name is that? And what does a devotee of Periite want in the necropolis?
You know, it doesn't say, but it does indicate they want to search the necropolis for something.
All sorts of relics and heirlooms are stored in the catacombs with the ancestors. And with Periite cultists loose inside, Abbot Ilvel and the Keepers are in terrible danger. We need to get into the necropolis. But how? The main door is locked.
No, you must know of another way into the necropolis.
I don't. Wait. When I wanted to slip out after curfew, I used the cellar that connects to the city's underways. I doubt Blightcrown or his attendants know about it. Meet me in the tunnel behind the necropolis. I think I can get us inside from there. The entrance to the underways is on the west side of the necropolis. You'll find the cellar door in an alcove on your right. I'll post a notice about the closure and join you there. We can't let Periite's cult rummage through the catacombs.
Okay then.
I'll meet you in the underways.
Here we go.
Flowers are already starting to wilt.
Said on the west side, didn't he?
Can anyone help me? I don't want to live in a...
This is not the way. Maybe this is the way.
Over here, friend. I rarely use trapdoor. You go first.
Thank you.
No one around, just as I hoped. The chapel is through the doorway and up the stairs. To the right, friend. The door to the chapel is at the end of the hall.
Stendarr see you safely to your rest.
Locked? The chapel is never locked. Can you pick it? If not, Curate Zancon leaves his key on a shelf to the northwest. Those sensors, whatever they're emitting, reeks. Destroy the sensors. They're sickening these keepers.
I don't know anything about a
Dane,
fulcrum.
Abbot Ilvel is
Please.
in danger. Prelate Farum put one of those foul censors in his chamber.
Blightcrown is with the abbot? His chambers are to the north when we're done here.
No, I know nothing of Prior Durdren's tomb.
They ask so many
Leave me be.
questions. Please, help the others.
That's all of them. Let's go check on Abbot Ilvel. The abbot! Destroy that foul censor, friend.
No, Prelate, stop. Fulcrum Obscura.
How insidious. Blightcrown made the Keepers of the Dead sick so he could question them in their fevered state. And also he could find some old relic hidden in the necropolis? Why go to all the trouble?
It's part of a plot to attack Hermaeus Mora. I was told that fate sent me here to stop it.
Hermaeus Mora? The Keepers of the Dead have nothing to do with the Lord of Secrets. And I never heard of anything called the Fulcrum Obscura. Wait, how do you know all this? Are you a cultist too?
No, I agreed to help because there's a threat to Hermaeus Mora. Also endangers Nirn.
Endangers Nirn? I'm just a minor curate working in the necropolis. Feuds between Daedric princes are beyond me. Still, I want to help. Finding anything in the catacombs will take time. We might be able to catch up with Blightcrown if we hurry.
What kind of relic would be in the Prior Durdren's tomb?
Prior Durdren founded the necropolis and our order. Abbot Ilvel idolized him. Told me the Prior was obsessed with Necrom's history and had received a special charge from Lord Vivec. There's a key to the catacombs in the desk. Hurry, friend. Take the key from the desk and head to the catacombs. The door is through the chapel and to the north. I'll stay with Abbot Ilvel. Do what I can until he recovers. Just be careful. We know Blightcrown didn't arrive at the necropolis by himself.
Okay.
The door to the catacombs is through the chapel and to the north. Prior Durdren's tomb is deep inside.
Into the catacombs.
By the blessed pox, the prior's tomb should be here somewhere.
Keep looking. Like crowned mounds, we find the rest.
Ooh, hello. Okay, quite the way to go.
Like every good story, your tale just grows in the telling.
Wait.
What's going on here then?
Quick, take the relic. The relic broke. Still, this portion contains the power we need. I leave our guests to you, Blightcrown.
The time to hide is over. Behold Blightcrown, most favored priest of Perryites. I leave you with a blessing from the Prince of Pestilence.
Obscura.
You're back. Look, Abbot Ilvel is awake and feeling much better.
Is this the one, Gadain? Young Gadain told me of your mission for the Prince of Fate. A strange and perilous ally. But I thank you for saving the necropolis. We owe you our lives. What happened in the catacombs? Did you find the impostor who called himself Prelate Farah?
Yeah, the prelate actually was a Perite priest named Blightcrown. They got away with part of the relic.
Young Gadain told me. Interesting. I know Prior Durdrin cavorted with Daedra, but there was no mention of Periite in any of the chronicles. At least I see that you recovered the rest of the relic. I have no idea what they think it can do, or if it even still functions.
Okay, so what should I do with this piece of the relic?
Oh, hold on to it, of course. Gadain said that fate led you to us. I can only assume it was because of the Fulcrum Obscura. It must have a role in whatever trials you must face to save Nirn. Yes, my young charge told me everything. He does that.
Is there anything else, Abbot?
Just this. I am in no condition to help you recover the relic. None of the Keepers are. Well, none except Gadain. I will send our young curate with you. Search out these villains, put a stop to their scheme, and recover the Fulcrum Obscura.
Okie dokie.
Gadain, go with this adventurer. Retrieve the stolen piece of Fulcrum Obscura. You need to see more of the world anyway.
Go? But... Yes, Abbot. I never traveled far from Necrom. Barely left the Telvanni Peninsula, and that was just one trip to Mournhold with Abbot Ilvel. The Abbot has given me a mission, though, and I mean to complete it. Just tell me what to do, and I'll follow your lead.
Okay, meet me at the old Necrom bindery. I'm working with someone named Laramel the Whites.
The Necrom bindery? I thought that place was abandoned. Of course I'll meet you there. Oh, and the Abbot authorized me to give you this. For exposing Blightcrown and saving the necropolis. They got away with part of the relic, but we'll get it back.
Nice. Oh, hello, Laramel.
Your work here is done, Proxy. Still we... That dark elf also bears the mark of fate. I shall speak with you momentarily, Curate. Fate's threads still lead to 2 other locations. Choose another portal, Proxy.
Talk to me?
It's horrendous.
Of course.
Come, Proxy. Fate dictates that I join you at this location. The threads of fate draw both of us to this place, Proxy. Telrendis, once the home of a powerful Telvanni magister named Meln the Mouthless, but now abandoned. From what I could ascertain, no one knows what happened to the wizard of this tower.
Is that why we're here, to find out what happened?
That has yet to be determined. One of the strands of fate revealed to me converges at this location. More than that, Hermaeus Mora expects us to learn for ourselves. Of the 3 sites, this one requires that I be on hand to assist you.
Why is this place more important than the other 2 sites?
I never said it was more important. Just that fate requires both of us here. More than that, we shall need to determine. I do sense a lingering presence, a connection to Apocrypha. Help me investigate this place and Hermaeus Mora will reward you.
Okay, where do we start?
I wish to survey the tower and its grounds. The threads of fate hang over this place like cobwebs of possibility and consequence. Let us explore the center of the compound and see where those threads take us.
Okay then. Gianana. Spirit of Fate. that the entrance? Oh, that looks fun.
Sabers here. Careful, Proxy. These vampire mercenaries opposed us when we searched for the Emerald Glyphic. The vampire mercenaries. The tower's defenses have them well occupied.
Another find for your pack.
Master Shell ready. The tower's defenses continue to oppose us.
Meln was thorough, I'll give him that. Any word from the tower?
No progress yet. I'll keep you informed.
See that you do, Captain. You there, come forward. I expected to have Telrendis all to myself today, and you're certainly not one of Captain Xenthus' vampire mercenaries. So, who are you, and why have you come to this tower?
I'm Olgrey. We heard this place was abandoned.
Abandoned, yes, but not without its defenses. Telrendis is a dangerous place, Fla. I advise you not to interfere with the Dusksabers. And it seems Meln the Mouthless left Telrendis well protected, as my mercenaries can testify.
Okay, Meln the Mouthless.
Oh, the Telvanni Magister who owned this place. He's been missing for decades. The old fool possessed a book that I very much want to add to my library. Scavenge if you will, as long as you understand the book is mine. Now, why are you really here?
I mean, it's more sent us to investigate this place.
Indeed. You don't look like a Daedric cultist. Running errands for Daedra is frowned upon in most lands, but I appreciate your honesty. My Dusksabers are stymied, and Meln warded his tower against other Telvanni such as myself. Perhaps you can help.
What kind of help do you need?
Find a way into the tower and breach Meln's defenses so I can recover the book I seek. You can then attend to your business with the gratitude of a Telvanni master. So what do you say? Do we have an agreement? I suggest you begin with the old Telrendis Hall, to the southwest of this camp. Captain Xenthus reports that his Dusksabers are having a difficult time there. If you can succeed where they have so far failed, I will make it worth your while.
Okay.
That Telvanni bears watching, but the tower remains the crux of our investigation here. Let us find a way in.
Shall revitalize
it. That could be helpful.
Who is that fighting?
Get back, fiends.
What on earth was that all about? Ooh.
Let space renew your vigor, Proxy.
Riding with you is never dull. Lay on!
Let the threads of space restore your strength. currents of fate flow through you.
Woo, it's a bit of a challenge.
Let the threads of fate restore your strength.
Okay then. Wasn't expecting that.
You won't take them! Not on my watch!
Let's get past there. Wonder what the deal is with that. Is that like a world boss or something? I shall try and remember that for future reference. That's the defences that we're talking about.
A magical ward seals that door. What happened here, mercenary?
What happened here? The ward killed my comrade.
Use ghost sight lens before touching anything.
Careful there, stranger. Whatever three cursed spell trap the old Magister placed on that door kills vampires like us rather efficiently. But I don't recognize you. You're not a Dusksaber. Did Master Shelreni send you to help us? Nalia tried to push through the ward on that door. The note over there suggests that something in this room disarms the trap. Clearly, she guessed wrong. I think this strange lens is part of the puzzle. We found it by the note. Here, you take it. We obviously weren't able to figure it out. I'll be damned if I try to use it again. If Shelreni sent you, by all means, be my guest. I'm just going to stand back here.
Okay.
Lenses such as that can reveal hidden things. Look through it, Proxy. Look for anything glowing. That should be the switch to dispel the ward.
The ward is gone. Master Shelreni must be informed at once.
This is our opportunity. Lead the way, Proxy. This portal should take us to the tower.
Nifty.
We have reached the lower level of the tower. There should be more portals to take us higher, Proxy.
Any battle we can walk away from, eh?
What is that?
You dare enter the Tower of Mel, Magister of the Telvanni? Turn back or be destroyed!
A spirit. Ignore it and keep going, Proxy.
You aid that thief and liar, Shelreni Barrow! Provoke me at your own risk, intruder!
Interesting. The spirit seems aware of Master Shelreni's attempt to access the tower.
As if murdering me wasn't insult enough, now she sends you to steal my book! Prepare to face the fury of Meln the Mouthless, Magister of the Telvanni! Or we could have a nice
discuss this like civilized people.
A reasonable.
If there's one thing I learned in death, it's how foolish the living can be. I know all that passes in my home, intruder. I heard your bargain with that so-called Master Shareni Barrow. You have given my murderer access to my tower.
She murdered you, why?
Why does a Telvanni do anything? Ambition, power, greed. 20 years ago, I stood in Shareni's path. An obstacle to the higher rank she craved. She requested a meeting. Instead of negotiating, she killed me and tried to steal my prized possession.
If you were dead, what stopped her from stealing this possession of yours?
Oh, just all the contingencies I had in place. With my last breath, I banished her from the tower and set all the wards and defenses. They held perfectly well. Until you mucked everything up. She'll have no trouble stealing my black book now.
Black book?
The Tormenting Eye, a tome of forbidden secrets. I see Hermaeus Mora's mark on you and your companion. If you don't know about the black books, she can tell you more. Shareni Barrow is careless in her pursuit of power. She must not possess my book.
Okay, exactly what are you asking now?
Two things protect my book. The spell of illegibility I cast upon it, and the fact that without my aid, it will take her time to break the spell on her own. Still, I'd rather she never get her hands on it. Stop her, and I'll find a way to reward you.
Okay, I need to discuss this with Laramel.
The thread becomes clear. Hermaeus Mora sent us to recover the Black Book.
The Black Book is mine. And with this soul gem, I also have this miserable spirit. Meln comes with me.
And I thought this day couldn't get any worse.
I knew it. The threads of fate here are tied to three things. Master Shelreni, Meln the Mouthless, and the Black Book. That was the connection to Apocrypha I sensed here. Black books are creations of Hermaeus Mora and his realm.
Okay.
Black books are relics of Apocrypha. Each holds a different secret. Most are kept in the vast libraries of Hermaeus Mora's realm, but he sometimes gifts one to a mortal. In addition to forbidden knowledge, each serves as a portal to Apocrypha. That is a secret the one who knows has not yet shared with me. I can count the number of black books I know about on one hand, and each is unique. Only one copy of each book exists. This is the first I have heard of one titled The Tormenting Eye.
What now?
We must free Meln the Mouthless from Master Shelreni's grasp and retrieve the Black Book. But to do that, we need more information. Look around, Proxy. If Meln was indeed murdered here, there might be proof of Shelreni's villainy. The body of Meln the Mouthless. It is clear he was murdered at this very spot. That letter from Master Shelreni's mouth. That meeting must have been when Meln the Mouthless let down his guard and paid the ultimate price. His body has remained here forgotten and undisturbed for decades because he preferred solitude above all else. Now Master Shelreni has both Meln's spirit and his Black Book.
Okay, you said you know what we need to do.
To recover Meln and his Black Book, you must find Master Shelreni, and the letter you discovered explains how to do that. Go to the Assembly of Masters at Old Isra and question Shelreni's mouth, Vabdru. He shall know how to reach her.
You aren't coming?
No. Here our paths diverge. I leave Mouth Vabdru and Meln in your hands. While you pursue the spirit, I shall research the Black Book and contemplate the other threads of fate. I must determine how this factors into the threat against Apocrypha.
Okay, once I locate Master Shell, and then what? Shell Rennie, sorry.
Master Shell Rennie has trapped Meln's spirit in a soul gem. You must retrieve that gem or destroy it. Go to Old Isra and find Shell Rennie's aide, Mouth Vabdru. He must have an office in the tower called Telvara. The Telvanni Assembly of Masters meets there. Well, their representatives do. The Masters themselves rarely bother to make an appearance. That is what they have mouths for. You want to go to Telvara. The mouths work out of that tower in Old Isra. The Masters leave day-to-day concerns to their mouths. Their own arcane studies are far more important to them, and they try to avoid direct interaction with their rivals whenever possible. The fate that befell Meln is not an uncommon one.
Okay then.
This
Thank
portal
you.
leads outside. You must travel to Old Isra from there. Defenses around Tel Hulin.
Where are you dropping me? Ooh. Well, they're all the same, these. Avoid at all costs. Okay. Waypoint first.
Wait, hold on. Headed to Old Isra.
Somebody managed to kill it. Oop, another one there.
My master wants you to convey this message to Master Shell Rennie. The Assembly will not tolerate threats or coercion.
These rumors disturb the other masters. Shell Rennie must moderate her ambition before the Assembly takes action.
I will relay your concerns to Master Shell Rennie. Forget what you heard, stranger. Master Shell Rennie cares not what the other masters think of her, or how difficult she makes things for me. So, what brings you to Telvara, the Tower of the Telvanni Mouths?
I need to talk to Master Shell Rennie. Where can I find her?
Master Shell Rennie never comes to Aldisra. Telvanni masters rarely do. I expect she is at her tower Telbaro, but I would be a poor mouth indeed if I let you pester her at home without asking what business you have with her.
Persuade.
Ah. Master Shell Rennie doesn't discuss her work with me. Very well. Take the Telbaro insignia from my office. You'll need it to unlock the wards. Otherwise, you'll never get through the cavern to reach the tower. She takes security quite seriously. My office is through the north door and the insignia is behind my desk. Use it to unlock the wards in the cavern, or you'll never reach the tower. Telbaro is hard to find. Look for the cavern of the tower east of Old Isra. The tower is inside.
That was all too easy. Okay, looks like nearest. Okay. Can't be bothered.
Still standing. Be proud of that. You don't want to do this! Before it fell into ruin.
unlock the Black Book soon enough.
He better, Shelreni. We need the right hidden within the tormenting eye, or else all is for naught.
Tell the princes, I'll uphold my end of the bargain. I expect them to uphold theirs. I have no time for obstinate ghosts. You will give me access to the Black Book when I return, or else.
Over here! Quickly, before Shelreni comes! I see you were able to follow the clues I left in my tower. But you took your sweet time. I can't defy Shelreni much longer. If we're going to get out of here and keep me from complying with that lying murderer, you must do exactly as I say.
Okay.
My spirit is bound to the soul gem Shelreni used to capture me. Disentangling the connection will require more time and expertise than you have. So simply take the gem and leave. Without me, she may never be able to unlock my Black Book. Shelreni took the Black Book with her, but without my help, she'll have to unriddle it page by page. The labor of days or weeks, not hours. If she can even accomplish it, she's too fond of the easy path to power. It will be her undoing someday. She doesn't need it at all. She's in league with a Dremora, Torvasard, and a pair of Daedric princes. There's apparently a rite contained within the book they want her to cast. In return, they'll give her what she wants. Control of House Telvanni. Can you hear me? With the gem in your possession, I can come and go as I please. Now use that portal.
What the hell?
Yes, this will do nicely. Let's discuss our arrangement, my chariot of flesh and bone.
Fight now, stories later.
Are these the equivalent to a dolmen?
Now kill!
Magnificent. I could sense when the battle swung in our favor.
Being dead and incorporeal isn't how I plan to spend eternity. But being with you is 1,000 times better than remaining in Shelreni's clutches. And we delayed her plans for my Black Book. Now, tell me about your dealings with Hermaeus Mora.
Hermaeus Mora chose me to help save Apocrypha and learn from opposing Daedric princes.
So, end of the world stuff. Well, that's something interesting at least. Obviously, you're going to need the help of a Telvanni Magister. Luckily, you have me. Let me conjure up a small reward for my old vault. A stipend for services rendered.
Thank you.
Now, mind you keep my gem on you at all times. I can't help you save the world or advise you on matters of import if I'm not on your person. Unless I manifest, only you can hear me. Oh, and I can lend you certain abilities, such as my ghost sight.
Good.
It's an improvement on the ocular lens you used in my tower. I created a spell to produce the same effect without any need of a crude focus. Turns out, it works even better now that I'm dead.
What do you mean?
My black book, The Tormenting Eye, contains many secrets. Ghost Sight was one of them. With it, I can expand your senses, allow you to see the hidden, the imperceivable, the unseen. I have no doubt it will prove important in the tasks ahead of us.
Okay, so you'd advise me about what?
Remember, I was a Telvanni Magister. Still am, as a matter of fact. One of the most powerful mages in the peninsula. And I've dealt with Hermaeus Mora before, and Shelreni. Don't you think my counsel will be worth listening to? Well, it is.
Why did Shelreni murder you again?
Once, long ago, I was her mentor. But I recognized a darkness in her. And not the usual Telvanni traits. She was reckless, dangerous. I refused to sponsor her advancement beyond the rank of master. And she coveted my black book. So, she killed me.
Okay then.
Tossed in your pack? I expect you to find a nice silk pouch for my gem at the first opportunity. Now, let's be off.
Looking forward to seeing what you make with that.
This thread led us to a powerful ally, the spirit of a Telvanni Magister. And we learned that a Telvanni Master aids our enemies, and plans to use one of Hermaeus Mora's own black books against him. The plot against Apocrypha becomes clearer, Proxy.
Okay, goodbye. Portal to Alavelis.
Mortal, why do you bear the mark of the Great Eye? Mortals, you scurry around, obsessed with your petty affairs, and then you die. But you bear the mark of Hermaeus Mora. Have you come to replace me in my task? That would be typical.
That voice is very familiar.
Were you sent to help me with the cultists? Before you die?
Okay, tell me about these cultists.
Not much to tell. I just arrived myself. This mortal served the Great Eye, but he died before he could tell me about the other Daedric cultists that scamper about. They're creating an intolerable contradiction in reality. Makes my tentacles ache. Something here undermines a fate recorded by Hermaeus Mora. Likely foolish mortals trying to change what has already been written. To fix this, I could use some help. It's common knowledge that mortals prize gold. Aid me and I'll give you some.
Okay.
I'd prefer to sit back and wait for entropy to claim us all. But I suppose we must do something. Let's survey the town. See if anyone survived and try to determine what the cultists want here. Oh, and despite my size, I'm good in a fight.
I'm good. Investigate Alavelis.
Are mortal villages typically so broken and on fire?
Look what they did to this village. It's an outrage.
Something, yeah. Oh, there's a waypoint over there. I'm gonna grab that.
Ready to ride.
And now we have the waypoint we can come back to. We will continue next time. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to watch on YouTube, please leave a like and subscribe. I shall see you all soon. Olgrey is signing off.